2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
It looks like they have a good lie here in the sand.
Oh, that was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Great looking shot this. 11 feet to the cup. Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
He's currently tied for third. Time to face a par 4 now.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
That's heading into the rough, I think. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Putting for birdie here. Ouch, that hurts. That'll sting a bit. Big putt for par coming up. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently in third place.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Here we are at the third. That one should find the surface. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. This hole is a par 4. Sitting at 2 under, currently tied for second. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Yeah, this is lovely. What a shot from that nasty lie. I should be proud of that.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, so close. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Teeing off here at the 5th. Well, Rich, this player is certainly looking sharp out there on the course after signing with a new apparel company, it appears.
Look good, feel good, play good, I say, Luke. I say clothes make the man, clothes make the woman, clothes make the player in this instance. I think it's always a refreshing change when you go to a new apparel company, because I think it just gives you a sense of giddiness, like it's something brand new and you take it out for a spin. I always like getting, new clothing, new apparel to wear out there on the golf course. I don't know, it just kind of invigorated me, gave me some energy. It made me feel, bigger and taller and faster and stronger. It didn't, I know that for a fact, but you know what? I liked it. It felt good to be out there in brand new clothing.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. just didn't drop. And this putt to move into a tie for first. He's currently tied for first. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Not bad. Second shot here on the 6th. Great shot. And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run. Yep, tracking well.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Going and going and going.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead. Oh, you beauty, an eagle.
Check this out. Holding it out from the fairway. That away, great shot.
And let's have another look at that one.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
This one might need to get down a little. Not a bad play, that one. Yep, I don't blame you. I'd want to take another look at that one as well. Henny You've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Oh, absolutely flushed. Playing from around 160 yards. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's some good golf right there. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the play, shall we? A birdie putt awaits. Like the look of this one. And that putt will drop. And he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 8 under. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up. And the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That's a good-looking shot there. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching this steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Teeing off here at the 11th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place. Lexi Thompson holds second.
Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a three-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Ooh. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
On a nice line.
Oh, that's a ripper. He sits in first position, teeing off here on the 13th hole. Wow, that was just striped. Around 110 yards to go. Wow, what a shot. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. Wonderfully played. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, get in. And down it goes. Playing nicely now. 13 under, heading down the stretch.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
This hole is a par 5. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
Opting for the 3-wood.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, what a shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Sitting at -14 now for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wooder driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Second shot here on the 17th. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
This is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Should find the green here.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
And mark it down as another W. What a way to win it.
What a performance all week long, Luke. Well-deserved, hard-earned victory for this player. Great job.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature.
Lovely effort, that. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, that's beautifully judged. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Currently 1 under for the day. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Second shot on the second. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Okay, let's get back to the action. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. That's nicely done.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill, can't be too bold. Rolling end over end, this putt's looking great.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the 3rd.
And a fantastic look upcoming. Right over the spot they were looking at.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And now that finds him in first place. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
That's very impressive.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. But there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. That was wonderfully done. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Going for less club here. Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. That's tracking and racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second.
Time to tee off at the 6th. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. That's tidy.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Yeah, that one's looking good. And back to the course with the live action. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but Few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by 3 strokes now. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Going with the hybrid. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. You like that, didn't you? Taking aim from about 170 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
These are on rails, looking good.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. This hole is a par 5. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, this player is in top spot and Justin Rose is second.
Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle. That was a little untidy, wasn't it?
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Okay, time to return to the action. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. This looks to be heading to the green. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Shame it didn't drop. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. A long par 4 this hole. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Was on a good line. That's disappointing. An opportunity to make their par.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. Say what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Par putt coming up here.
This one's tracking.
And in it goes for the par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Looking at a par 5 here. This shot from around 210 yards. This one's heading towards the rough, I think.
That dog will hunt.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A look to get to 13 under par. If it's up, it could be in. So close to the eagle.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
They've decided to club up.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Ooh, just missed that one. Currently 12 under for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
From about 200 yards out. Opting for the 5-iron. Outstanding approach shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
This one might roll into the rough. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And this putt for the tournament. This one's look. Hold it. That's another victory. Hats off to them.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.